I'd like to talk to you just a little bit today about vitamin C. And while I always have seen vitamin C as important, my memory goes right back to my mother ploughing us with vitamin C every day, the little halibut orange, little vitamin C tablets. And they tasted really nice and you could chew them. It was like having a sweet, so we had no problem taking those. Vitamin C is essential for our immune system, but not only that, for our stress response system. Patrick Holford gave a talk at the weekend with Systematic Kinesiology AGM. So there were a lot of us on there. And his talk was not about COVID or vitamin C, but he was asked a question about vitamin C and, too much vitamin C affecting the kidneys. And he basically said that's a myth. Patrick Holford has created a website with others called vitamin C 4 COVID.com. vitamin C 4 COVID.com. And I link it in this post, in the written part of this post. And on that website, they have a little webinar, a little video, all about vitamin C and the role it plays and how we as humans have lost an enzyme along the way, a critical enzyme for helping us to produce and maintain our own vitamin C levels. So we need lots of other nutrition in our body to help us, and we need to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables to get a natural source of vitamin C. And even with that, we won't get enough if we're overstressed. And if we're fighting a virus or a cold or a flu, we will need to take in a lot of vitamin C. Whereas, say for example, a goat will immediately start to produce up to 100,000, I think it is, or whatever milligrams or milligrams of vitamin C. Now we need grams. We need 1 gram a day normally, 1 to 2 grams every day normally to keep our optimal levels up there. And Patrick Holford describes how vitamin C is actually a hormone, and high levels of vitamin C help our cortisol to work. And without vitamin C, our cortisol doesn't work very well when we're stressed. So we need both. And cortisol is actually an anti-inflammatory. And vitamin C is an antioxidant. So it clears away all those free radicals. Free radicals are something we have in our system naturally as a consequence of just breathing, living, moving. That's what our cells give off. It's the fumes, say in a car, it's the fumes in our system that are given off as a consequence of us living. And they need to be cleared out of our body. And vitamin C, vitamin E, glutathione, they help to do that. So vitamin C, back to vitamin C. If you're doing all of these normal jobs every day and you have a depleted level of vitamin C, and if you're a smoker, you have a depleted level of vitamin C, but we don't hold our levels of vitamin C. So we have to daily be watching out for a vitamin C intake. And if you have children who are not eating fruit and vegetables and are refusing to do it, guys, where are they getting their vitamin C from? And don't think a juice will do it, because a juice quite often has got a sugar in it, unless it's a really fresh juice and hasn't fermented in any way. So think about possibly a natural supplementation of vitamin C and getting good fruit and veg into your children. Make them smoothies. Back to vitamin C. And Patrick Holford's view that if you get the first sign of a cold or a flu, and he's quoting Linus Pauling here, who was twice Nobel Prize winner, who proved back in the 70s that copious amounts of vitamin C on the early onset of a cold or flu for a few days will literally change the symptoms, take them away. Now, we know today that we need zinc along with vitamin C. We need up to 70 grams of zinc a day as well when we're fighting something in our system, along with up to 8 grams or more of vitamin C a day. So that's how much you need to take in. You need a lot of vitamin C at the very early onset of any cold or flu symptom to help change it around, turn it around. Because once you get loads of vitamin C in there and your body's under stress or threat from a cold or a flu, you will trigger off, your adrenals will trigger off the stress response. And of course, then you need the vitamin C along with the cortisol to help you with your fight or flight. Adrenal fatigue is something we as kinesiologists treat a lot. And vitamin C is the thing that's lacking normally for people with adrenal fatigue. So, vitamin C. If you'd like to know more about it, please go over to vitamin C 4 COVID.com and watch the videos. And there's lots of research over there as well. And if you put in vitamin C, number 4, covid.com/recommendations, there's a page, an A4 page of recommendations for you. There's also a paper talking about the myths and fallacies around vitamin C. There's a lot of research gone into this. A lot of professors, scientific professors, have been involved in it. And it's an amazing one-stop website around that. They're also looking for people to sign a petition to help to further the cause of intravenous vitamin C being given to people in hospitals who are very sick with COVID. It's very interesting. All of it is very interesting. So I hope you find the article that I've written very interesting. And basically, I'm just re-quoting and building on Patrick Holford's information. Why try and reinvent the wheel when you've got somebody there who's basically made himself an encyclopedia around vitamin C? And he's right. He's right. So watch that. He also talks about vitamin D and how it takes 3 days for us to convert vitamin D when we take it into our body so we can use it. So vitamin D is no good when you're in COVID, when you've got COVID. Vitamin D is something you have to be taking before COVID. It's something you should be taking every day to get your levels up. Get a blood test done, check what your level is, and get it up. Vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin and is best taken on the skin or on a piece of food. Oil and water don't mix. So a fat soluble vitamin means it's best taken as an oil. So take it in on the skin. You can drop the vitamin C drops or vitamin D drops on your skin and get it in that way. Rub it in the 2 arms. That's what I would do. Don't place it somewhere where you've already put a moisturizer. Use it as your oil. It's really good for the skin as well. Or you can spray it on your face if you've got the little sprays. Or you can take it on a grape or something. That's what I do sometimes too, and put it into your mouth as well and eat it that way. But don't put it in water or drink water with it. Allow it to go in with the food. That's all I want to say. This video was to be short. It's turning out to be about 7 minutes. Have a brilliant day and like and share my post and keep in touch. Keep in touch, folks. And what's your vitamin C levels like? Are you taking it? You need to take at least 1 to 2 grams a day anyway, regardless of anything else, to make sure your vitamin C levels are up. Thanks for watching.